Hello, welcome to Amped Up Local, your backstage pass to the local music scene. I'm Charlotte and I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians throughout Western Australia and their continuing connection to the land, waters, wind and community. I pay my respects to all members of Aboriginal communities and their cultures and acknowledge the wisdom of elders, both past and present. On this podcast, I'm spotlighting local bands, fresh tracks, live shows, and creative voices shaping the sound of your town with guest artists, event coverage, and real talk. We're amplifying the local music scene one episode at a time. Hello, welcome back to Amped Up Local. This is episode 9. Today I'm joined by Tom from Full Nelson. They are actually just about to finish their EP tour here in WA at Port Beach Brewery on the 7th of November. Maybe there are still tickets left. I definitely suggest if you're 18, you should go. They have a stacked lineup. I think there is 4 opening bands and then there's a couple of DJ sets in between as well, which is really cool. Last week when they played their 2 YHQ gigs, I had the pleasure of opening on their Halloween gig with Lily Rawson. So that was amazing. Such a great experience. Definitely think youth shows are really important, and we talk about it a little bit in the episode, but doing youth shows can, like, in a way, sort of show the youth what there is to come when you're 18. In this episode, Tom plays After All from their Bad Dreams EP on acoustic guitar, so I hope you enjoy. Hi, how have you been?
Good, yeah. Just been at work and came to do this, so yeah.
That's great. Would you like to introduce yourself and the role within the band?
Yeah. My name's Tom, and I play guitar and sing in the band Full Nelson. Yeah.
Who are your other bandmates?
So Ned is on drums, that's my brother, and Darcy on bass, and he's just like a childhood friend, mate. We've kind of been mates with for a long time. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Full Nelson. How did you guys start?
It started kind of during COVID, so it would have been like 2021, I think. And Ned and I grew up in Busselton. Well, we did high school down in Busselton, and Darcy lived in Perth. And it's kind of a long story actually, but when we were all younger, our parents were friends.
Oh, yeah.
And we used to, Ned and I would go over to Darcy's house, and Darcy had like a music room, and we'd just jam and, I don't know, hang out and play music. And then when I was in year 8, I moved down to Busselton with my family, and Ned and I kept playing music together. We kind of, would play at wineries and pubs and stuff, just doing covers, like 3-hour-long sets sort of things.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. And we'd write a few originals. We were called the Broadbent Brothers. We were like a little duo. And we'd busk a lot and stuff. And then I think I'd finished school. Ned was still in school when Full Nelson started. But we kind of just wanted to make like indie rock music and write originals and be a band. So yeah, let's put our first song out in 2021 and been going since then.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So how did you get your band name?
I think it was my mum we were trying to figure out band names, and we were all really obsessed with this movie called Nacho Libre.
Oh, yeah.
Jack Black movie. It's like a wrestling movie. And we were trying to find out, we're trying to think of a band name, and we just couldn't think of anything. And Mum was like, oh, how about Full Nelson? And Full Nelson but spelled Full is like a wrestling move, like a famous, like it's called the Full Nelson hold. And I was kind of like, oh, yeah, that could be cool. And then we changed the spelling around a bit so it would look cooler on a T-shirt. I don't even know. I look back and I'm like, I don't even know how we got there, but we did, and it kind of just stuck. And then sometimes I'm like, I think it's normal for bands to not like their name, but sometimes I'd be like, oh, I hate the name. Let's change it. I want something cooler or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's something about it that just kind of works, and it's kind of not too serious, but I don't know, just kind of stuck with it, I guess.
So I know another band that changed their spelling so they had double O. It's actually behind you, Asparagus
really?
Soup. Did you change it to double O, so when people would look it up, it would actually come with the band?
Maybe. I don't think we thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah. who knows?
Just happened.
Yeah.
What do you think is like the biggest inspiration for your music, like artists or genres?
I think, well, Ned and I, growing up, mum and dad were big into music, and they'd play a lot of music around the house. So I grew up listening to a lot of Silverchair, Midnight Oil, Hoodoo Gurus, Crowded House, and then like bands from overseas like U2 and so I grew up listening to a lot of music. And then Ned and I think the first sort of music that we got obsessed like over for ourselves was John Butler Trio. Like we loved that. So yeah, that was kind of me and Ned. And then Darcy's kind of got a bit of a jazz music background. He went to Whopper and studied like jazz bass.
Oh, that's crazy.
So then when we were a bit older and we were hanging out again as when we were a bit older, and Darcy was showing us all this different cool music, and it kind of, I don't know, opened us up to some new sort of stuff that we didn't listen to. But I think the sort of bands that inspire us most now, the bands that we all kind of clicked on, was this one band from America called Pine Grove. They're definitely worth a listen, like really cool band. And they just got, I don't know, there's something about their band that really inspired us. And then other bands like there's a band called Slow Pulp we really like. And yeah, I don't know, just all sorts of stuff, yeah.
Yeah, kind of making your own sound, I guess.
Yeah, I think just try not to overthink it and try not to sound too much like someone else. I think we've always tried to just write music and, you know, kind of go with the flow and try and, make something that's as authentic as possible. Yeah.
So you've released 3 EPs. What is your process in making an EP from like writing to releasing?
Yeah, good question. I think all these 3 ones have kind of just been, we haven't started an EP like, all right, we're writing 5 songs and we're recording it on this day, because, you know, we started the band and we didn't know what we were doing. We were kind of just trying to figure it out as we go. So we'd kind of record a song when we had the money, and then now that we've been going for a bit longer and we play more gigs and we can save up a bit more money and do it in a bit more of like a streamlined kind of process. But it was kind of just, we were kind of winging it for the first 2 especially. The third one was still, we were kind of winging it. Maybe it looks a little more professional than the other 2 did, but we've kind of just been writing songs and recording them when we can. I think moving forward, it's gonna be a bit more like, all right, this is a body of work written all in a similar period of time. But yeah, the last 3 were kind of just songs that written over just since the band kind of started, with no time pressures or anything. It was just pretty, I don't know, like a natural progression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you guys write together then?
It's kind of, Darcy and I might like write a song individually and bring it to all 3 of us, and we'll jam it. Or it's mainly kind of like that. One of us will have an idea and then it all comes to life and we're all in a room together playing. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Even Ned, like, even though he plays drums, like he plays guitar, he knows how to play guitar and he can write riffs and stuff, and so it's all a very collaborative process.
You've been working with Andy Lawson recently.
Yep.
What drew you to Andy, like to work with him?
Noah Dillon recorded with him, and I was a big Noah Dillon fan, and his like the way I just saw Andy Lawson recorded all his music, and I liked the way that the recordings were quite raw and the drums were big and they weren't too polished. So I think I just wanted to try something different, and he was kind of the first thing that came to mind. Reached out, recorded with him, and we've kind of been with him ever since. Like we just get along really well, and he's great. He's awesome to work with.
Yeah, he's also really nice as well.
Yeah.
So you guys have played at huge events this year with Skeggs, Old Murphs,
Yep.
Spacey, Hyperfest, all that, and headlining 2 national tours. So what have you been some of your highlights?
Yeah, just like being able to go over east and like go to places we haven't been before is pretty cool. And yeah, just it was. I kind of just have to pinch myself. Like it was always a goal to, to travel Australia and go to new places to play music. So I'm kind of just so like thankful and like, yeah, content with where we're at, and like anything from here is a bonus. But yeah, being able to supporting the Skeggs and stuff. I listened to Skeggs so much when I was younger, and like they were quite at that time, like when I was in high school, they were kind of like such like an influential band in like the indie rock, like surf rock scene. So it was a bit of a pretty surreal thing to be able to support them, and yeah, it's just all been really fun so far.
Yeah. Do you have any goals or like dream venues you want to play at?
Yeah, I don't know. I think goals is just to keep kind of slowly growing in the size of shows we play like consistently around Australia. Yeah, which I'm pretty like we've just kind of finished up our over east leg of our Australian tour, and that was really cool. Just I never really thought we'd be able to get to a point where we can actually sell tickets in all the other cities. Venue wise, dream venue, maybe like in WA, maybe like Freo Arts Centre or something would be pretty cool. Like the outdoor.
Guys playing there?
Yeah,
Ever?
yeah. We played there with Old Mervs, and then we're playing there with Spacey as well, which would be really cool.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
So what was the overall idea or story behind the Bad Dreams EP?
It was kind of just like I think it's kind of got an overall theme of maybe just entering like early adulthood, like entering your 20s, figuring things out, figuring out, who you want to be as a person, what people you want to surround yourself with, the the anxieties that come along with like kind of turning into an adult and like doing adult life. It's quite and it takes a while to figure out things, and I think that's kind of the overall theme of just dealing with the the everyday battles that you deal with, and maybe how that affects your relationships, but also it's kind of got a positive vibe to it as well, of how important those relationships are with the people you really trust and love. And I don't know, it doesn't really have a specific meaning, but it's kind of got a overall vibe to it, I think.
Yeah. Do you, like, going off of that, do you have a favourite song to play live from that EP?
Yeah, I reckon Bad Dreams has been really fun.
Yeah, on the tour?
Yeah, people have been singing along to that one, which has been cool. And it's nice when people sing along to the newer ones like just as much as the older ones. It's kind of a good sign that it seems like the new music's connecting, which is cool.
Yeah, and they still like appreciate the old stuff as well.
Yeah.
So you're almost at the end of your tour.
Mm-hmm.
What has been your favourite gig so far?
I reckon Sydney was probably my favourite.
Yeah.
Played at the Lansdowne, and Sydney was actually pretty hot the other week. They had like a heat wave, so
I saw that, and I was like, what?
So it wasn't quite the peak of the heat wave, but it was really hot, and there was no aircon in the venue, and it was like the sweatiest gig. It was crazy. Like all the windows were covered like in like moisture from all like the condensation stuff in the room. Like it was so hot and sweaty, but the energy was crazy. Like I think that one sold out too, which is really cool. And it was just packed and fun. People singing along. Sydney they've always been like a good crowd to play to.
Yeah.
And Adelaide as well, surprisingly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Adelaide's awesome. Yeah. But it's all really good.
What made you pick to end the tour in Freo?
I guess like just hometown kind of vibe. It'll probably be the best selling gig we do on the tour, so leave the best to last sort of thing.
Yeah.
And got a big lineup for that one as well.
Yeah,
We've kind of treated it like a bit of a mini festival
Yeah, I
sort
was
of thing.
going to say it's like a festival. Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be really fun.
What were your thoughts behind picking your opening acts for the tour?
I guess just like trying to find bands that will suit the vibe of the night. Like I guess finding a band that might have an audience that likes similar styles of music. And yeah, just like listening to bands and listening to their music, and if we think it's cool, like it'd be awesome for them to play with us, and also just I don't know, giving bands like upcoming bands an opportunity to play in front of an audience.
Yeah, that's always good.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's next for Full Nelson? If you can say.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. So we got some gigs over summer. We're playing Rolling Sets Festival, I think next month, and then we're playing with Spacey Jane at Freo Arts for 2 nights. It'd be really cool. And then next year we're going to head over to Europe. None of that's been announced yet, but we're doing it. And then we're going to work on an album. I think that's the next
crazy.
step. Yeah, and do it all again. Probably do another tour, and
As you should.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
So how can people support Full Nelson?
Buy tickets, buy merch. I think buying tickets is the best way you can just support a band.
Honestly,
it's hard because everything's so expensive these days, and I get it. Like, I'm even guilty of buying tickets late to a band I like when they come if I know it's not going to sell out. But it's stressful for bands, like putting on tours and stuff, and kind of wait until the last minute before you see the tickets. The jumping tickets. Yeah. But probably just buying tickets, and if you can, like, buy a t-shirt. And
I mean, the designs are really cool.
Oh, thanks.
So, especially the new merch with the photos you've been posting.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Is there anything you would like to add or plug in this off?
I don't know. Thanks for having me. Thanks for doing what you're doing, getting all the local bands on, and it's awesome. It's cool to see, young people really frothing live music, and doing stuff like this is a great way to support bands. And thanks for doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
Don't go, I'd hate to see you leaving. No show. I told you all or nothing, just let me know. I'm holding on to something that I do not know. I'm holding on, keep holding on. I never wanted to, but maybe I'm just turning my back. Said it's forever, so it's hard to see you leave like that. And I know that when you go, I'm giving up alone. I'm on it, I'm ready to go. Don't go, I feel we're going under. I'll take you slow, just take that hit. I wonder if you let me know. I can't stand it, see you sending, I'm not letting go. I'm holding on, keep holding on. I never wanted to, but maybe I'm just turning my back. Said it's forever, so it's hard to see you leave like that. And I know that when you go, I'm giving up alone. I'm on it, I'm ready to go. Say I'm always the same after all. Hard to say we're always the same after all. to, but maybe I'm just turning my back. Said it's forever, so it's hard to see you leave like that. And I know that when you go, I'm giving up low. I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm ready to go. Ready to go. Ready to go, to go, to go, to go. Have it all, have it all, have it all.
Cool. Thanks.
So cool to have a chat with Tom. Definitely, if you can, go to any of their upcoming gigs. I know he talked about it a little bit in their episode, but in WA, I know they're opening for Spacey Jane at Freo Arts Centre on the 19th and 20th of December. And they have a couple of over East stuff. They're playing rolling sets over like the New Year's sort of break. And I think they're going and doing a couple of shows with Dice over East for their regional tour as well, which would be pretty cool. Another thing which Tom talked about as well is how to support Full Nelson, buying merch, listening to songs, and going to gigs. So going to gigs is like probably the easiest way to support a band. But yeah, I definitely suggest seeing them live. They're a really great band to see live. Yeah. Thanks for watching.